Are you ready for a Narcast? No? Well. You're getting it! It's final! You're getting a Narcast. There's no other choice. You're leaving? Please, I'll start it! Please stop! No, don't leave!
Okay, and welcome to Narcast episode...
This feels really weird that we're not having a camera pointed to us.
Well, because I'm just taking the audio from it.
Yeah.
I'll put it right there. Hopefully they can hear us. I think they should be able to hear.
Hopefully.
I mean, yeah, okay.
Hopefully they just don't hear us.
Clayton! Now they're gonna be confused.
They're just like, what?
Okay.
It's always weird whenever you hear stuff and it's just a picture. Because I was listening to the podcast of the Creature Hub, like I was talking about.
I have no idea what that is.
That's the Nova thing that I was talking about. So I'm just sit there play Minecraft and listen to it. And it's really weird because the first time I watched it, I was expecting it to be like I feel really bad. Not really bad for saying these names, but like, would you have to put links to them for me mentioning it?
No, their names? No.
Okay,
you
so...
can mention it. Like, I don't have to, like, if I say Barack Obama, I don't have to be like, go vote for him.
Here's his Twitter.
Hashtag Brock Rocks.
So, you could, like, set that down if you want. You don't have to hold it.
Well, I think it'd be better if I did that.
So, I thought it would be like the Rooster Teeth podcast, which I love. Every Tuesday, they put out a video.
Link now!
So,
probably not. No, we're not linking it.
So, they, like, what they do is they have, like, a video of them in their, like, little studio, and then they have a iTunes one that you can just listen to. Mm-hmm. And I just watched the video one because I like to see, like, some of the stuff that you can't see if you're listening to from the iTunes, even though the iTunes updated a week faster. Mm-hmm. And I was gonna watch...
Was it a video one, or was it just a picture one?
It was just an
audio? It was a video?
Well, the iTunes one's just a video. You don't see... Or an audio, not video, sorry. And you don't see the video, obviously. So, I was like... Wait, what are we talking about? Are you talking about the Rooster Teeth one?
No, I'm talking about the one you were talking about, the Creature Hub.
Okay, so yeah, the Creature Hub.
We're already getting sidetracked. It's been 2 minutes.
So, the Creature Hub one, yeah, it just has a picture, and I was expecting to watch a video. I was like, okay. And I was like, oh, I'll just play a game. So, I've been playing tons, power playing Zelda.
Ocarina of Time?
Yes, I got the emulator for the N64 and got that game. Felt really good, never played it before. Heard it's an amazing game.
Well,
yeah. I'm really, really
Wait, which one's Zelda? Is that the one with the green hat?
Fucking Link.
Everyone on the internet just like, kill him.
Yeah.
They just send like ninjas after me. How dare you not know the name of Link?
Yeah, and whenever they give you the choice, I'm always like, Link. And I just, like, choose Link, because, the story. So, well, I don't like to go side of the story. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've never really beaten a Zelda. I've played a little bit of Twilight Princess, but never beaten it. But I've been playing a ton of that. I'm on the,
awesome.
The fire dungeon as you're an adult. That's hard.
Are you near the water temple yet?
I think the water temple's the next one.
That's all I remember from those games. It's just water temple being...
We should seriously, after we're done with this or something, we can go and play it. Not my save, but you can create one. And we can... Because I cheated the hell out of that game. Like, I used save states, and I looked up...
Clayton, wow. I'm gonna see if... I haven't played that game in years. My grandfather had just... the game, and we would play it together sometimes, and sometimes I would just play alone. And also, I would play Grand Theft Auto. San Andreas.
Oh, San Andreas. Okay.
It was the weirdest combination.
Have you seen the trailer for the new 5th one? Our gameplay trailer?
Yeah. Oh, wait, we forgot to say our names. I'm Nick.
I'm Clayton, just like the last Narcast.
Yeah. But there will be another Narcast that I recorded a while ago that was meant to go up, like, right after Narcast 1, but I'm having troubles getting it from my phone to the computer, so that may be a problem.
Narcast?
Well, I had a recorder I downloaded, but it's weird because it goes to iTunes, so I don't know how I'm gonna get it onto YouTube.
Files, right? You just pull up all your files. And
I haven't even tried to get it on iTunes, so I don't even know the whole process. But
I might be able to help you.
Yeah, I have my phone right there, so
Yeah.
we'll do that later. Let's keep going.
If I can.
I don't want to be like, so what are we gonna do now? Is so basically take the file.
Yeah.
It's just us going through the steps of me putting
and be like,
other
no, that wasn't wrong. Just put that back. Yeah. So.
And I break your computer that
Yeah.
hasn't been made yet.
I'm talking about the.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Downstairs. God awful. So
What were we talking about? I don't know.
I think
Legend.
we were talking about Zelda.
And then we went on to.
Yeah, I kept on looking. You know how there's golden skeletolas or whatever? They're like the golden spiders that crawl around.
Oh, we were talking about Grand Theft Auto 5.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Have you seen that gameplay trailer?
Yeah. I think I saw it. I've seen I think I've seen a teaser trailer, not, just advertisement.
They introduce, some of the stuff that you can do in the game. You can go, diving, hang gliding, and a ton of fun stuff, and you can invest in the stock market and stuff.
That would. I've always wanted an economy system in games.
It looks good, and apparently, you can have your own house and stuff. And at the very end of the thing, they're like, "Oh, well, this is what it kind of looks like in multiplayer mode," and it shows a jet just flying by, instead of it going like this, it goes
yeah, I didn't
on
see
its
that.
side,
I didn't see
and
it.
I was like. Oh, it looks so cool, but hopefully it's not tons of just mass murder like it is in the fourth one.
Well, I mean, it is that way in
it is. Yeah, but
that's half the fun. That's half the reason we play Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, you see all the funny stuff.
Just to half the time I had the game. Anytime I never really had the game, though I play tons of it. I mean,
Did you do your GameStop thing that you did with Batman?
I did that once for Grand Theft Auto 4. Didn't play that much of it because I had other things going.
It's so serious of a game.
It's really surprisingly serious for all the things that. I mean, most of the time when you think of Grand Theft Auto, at least when I think of it, it's just cheats and blowing everything, getting 5 stars. That's half the game for me.
6 stars in the fourth one.
Oh yeah, whatever. I don't care.
So
but yeah, I'm really
really
excited
good.
for.
It looks really good.
But I've been really playing a lot more smaller games and just replaying games because I don't have any money.
I started a long time ago, last month or something. I started playing 4 again. Mm-hmm. And I'm trying to beat the game in less than 30 hours.
Yeah.
I'm on 15 hours. I'm on, the mission whenever you go and you do a bank heist? Mm-hmm. I'm on that one. I'm about halfway done with the game.
Mm-hmm. I didn't play that much of it.
Yeah.
So I couldn't
stop playing it.
The story is good, but the saves, the checkpoint system is horrible.
That was the first game I played of Grand Theft Auto. Well, that I actually played.
I played San Andreas that was my first Grand Theft Auto game, and
Never
it's so fun. Well, I mean, it's basically
my
the same.
brothers had it for PlayStation.
It's all basic. I mean, they're all basically the same games with different stories. I would say my favorite one would have to be a mix between San Andreas and Grand Theft Auto 3. Grand Theft Auto 3 is actually really good. The characters are really good. I mean, surprisingly, it was the first game for them to go 3D, and it wasn't just top down on PC. I think it was on PC, but
my brother thought that the new 5 one, it's they try to implement the guy from Vice and San Andreas together in the same game. Mm-hmm. You know how you can play 3 different characters?
Yeah.
And he thinks that the hustler in the game looks has the same personality as the one from San Andreas. Mm. So I wonder how they're going to do with that. It looks fantastic.
It looks amazing. I would love to see how the 3 characters is implemented. Is it going to be are they going to be intertwined stories, or are they going to do a thing where it's all separate? I would love to hear that. I mean, I would like intertwined stories, but very minusculely, maybe from different sides. I don't know. Maybe it'd be
I think they're going to start out with one character, and along the missions you'll meet them up, and then
I don't think that's how they're going to play. I think they're going to do it where basically they set up a story. Mm. it's all gonna be a lot of cutscene, and then it's gonna basically give you the choice of all 3 players. Whether or not that's true, maybe I have no idea. I've always wanted to play through games multiple times through different sides.
You'll know what I'm talking about. What like with my side, once you see that gameplay thing, because it looks like that's what they would do or something.
Who knows?
But that game looks really good. Saints Row, I haven't seen anything for it, but apparently you get pushed into the game immediately as the president, and you play as him.
Oh yeah,
apparently
Saints Row 4. Is it? Yeah. 4. I'd love to play. I mean, I didn't play the 3rd one. I played a lot of the 2nd one.
I played a lot of the 3rd one at Timmy's house.
Oh yeah.
Picture of Timmy right now.
No more pictures. I mean, like, that's because
Jameson got so mad at us. He's like, why?
It wasn't even a good picture of him. It was the picture he used, but you couldn't even see his face. But I guess if you listen to the last full podcast, which I didn't really show any pictures, I explained at the beginning of the last full podcast. It's not like when we shot it, it was going to be a video one. So a lot of when I say, "Oh, put a picture here or link here," that won't be there. So. That's If you watch
a lot harder if you put it like this.
Yeah, I mean, like,
especially if you're putting this to iTunes. If you are,
I am putting it on iTunes. Okay. I'm trying to. I don't know how many people, but would want to.
I'd totally do it just so you could keep it up there. Be like,
well, I mean, they can't cancel you once you get on there. You're not. As long as it's you putting stuff on there, it has nothing to do with. Like, they can't cancel you because it's just space on their website.
I really had no experience with iTunes. Like I know, like
I only know this stuff from listening to other podcasts and sort of looking into what it takes to be a podcast.
I didn't. I know the first thing that you're talking about. I never look into too much of this stuff. I just kind of look at the store and browse the stuff I can't buy. I have no money.
It sucks to be Clayton.
Dude, I have absolutely no money. It sucks.
We just bought that.
I spent all $140 I own into that.
Well, could you explain what that is so we're not into that? That'll not be named.
I bought computer parts.
And Voldemort.
Voldemort?
Because I said that shall not be named.
Oh, okay, I brought him back to life, guys. Be terrified.
It's all going to hell for $140.
So, I bought computer parts for $140. It was a really good deal for what I got. So, But, hopefully I get tons of money soon, because I'm tired of just sitting here for 2 years now.
Without a good computer.
I've been waiting for this thing for 2 years.
You know what we could, what we should probably talk about is, what you thought of Machinima.
I don't like Machinima. I don't. I like some of the people. I just hate their stuff that they post on Machinima itself.
Oh, yeah, the channel. But I still think they... I almost feel like people don't give them enough credit to YouTube channels because they have to
first big ones.
They were. I mean, you gotta understand. Basically, over a quarter. I mean, this is what I say with Smosh. They're not as great as they were back then, and a lot of people.
I don't watch their videos.
A lot of people will disagree with me on that fact because they have so many subscribers, and a lot of people do love their stuff.
They've got 10 million, don't they?
More than that. I think they got 11 million. Right now, they're getting bigger and bigger.
I don't know. I'd be terrified. Having 11 million?
Yeah,
a picture of that. You could, probably look that up in Google.
Just that
Google
many people?
Images, 11 million people.
It's crazy.
That would be scary. And that's, this is probably zoomed out and stuff, and, you couldn't,
That
see.
feels like entire cities, almost.
Yeah. Apparently, the whole entire world, every person can fit in, San Francisco.
Really?
Apparently.
Is that taking into account the size of San Francisco, or is that just
I don't know.
Just all
Alex McKean told me this, and I was like, really? You'd be really claustrophobic and everything, and he'd be like, yeah. But I don't know if he's taking into account the water under the bridges and everything.
I don't know. He probably got the statistic from somewhere. Yeah, it is crazy. I mean, just the amount of subscribers, but I mean. Yeah, it is crazy. PewDiePie's also up there, too. He's at 10 million.
I don't like PewDiePie anymore.
Yeah, he's got...
I watched a little bit, I'm like, no.
He's got...
Same thing with Tobuscus, too.
Yeah, I mean, I just think, we build these people up, we, watch them for years, but, I mean, just as people, we're just once you get big, we're gonna tear you down. We love the people like going up like the chain. Like we love that they were just on our level and now they're going up there. But then when they get there,
they're just like,
an enemy.
Whatever, man. It's just like,
well, no, it's not even that. Like just like even if they make good stuff, we just love to tear them down and like
because we want to be up there.
Yeah, because like we love watching them rise the ladder and we hate people on top.
Yeah,
so
I hate
knock them down.
Yeah, I don't hate, but you know, like I had my Syndicate phase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Syndicate Project.
He's okay. I just absolutely hate it when a new Call of Duty comes out. Because I don't mind watching his Minecraft stuff, even though he's not the greatest at it. He still does some cool stuff, I think. And he's funny, like we were talking about, like, I like watching people that are funny.
Well, yeah, humor is a big part of YouTube commentators. I mean,
so, go ahead, what?
Nothing. I was just going to say Captain Sparkles is...
Yeah, he's kind of boring. So, no offense to Captain Sparkles.
I'm sure you're a nice guy, and I like some of your videos. I just feel like the personality of the gaming content. Like, I feel like we're knocking on so many good YouTubers. Yeah, we're just like, the way we're just like, I hate this YouTuber, I hate this YouTuber, and then like, right when we get to Captain Sparkles, we're like, sorry, Captain Sparkles. Like, we give like a whole, like, reasoning. Like, I understand.
Tobuscus, like we were talking about, he's meant for kids.
Well, it's not, I mean, I think it's just, we were kids when we watched him. So
I didn't know about Tobuscus until you guys in science class, you and Austin were like, do subscribe. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? And then they're like, Tobuscus. I'm like, what the hell is that? And that was just last year.
Dope. How?
I have no idea. I didn't even sit on the computer all day. I do it all the time now. I was a console boy for the longest time.
Yeah, I think I still am because I just don't have good enough computers.
First console I had was a Sega Genesis, if I remember correctly.
The first console I had was... I think it was like PS2. Maybe?
Oh, yeah. I had...
Because I never really like got into those older ones. I mean, like, they were around because my grandpa had one. And I also played with the Atari a lot, too. And, like, other, like, gaming consoles, especially because my parents had them. Or just, like, they bought them for themselves and then just never got around to playing them. So I got to play a lot of older games. That's how I got to play a lot of older games. I never really owned the system. I just... I've
had so many systems in my life. Not personally me buying them and owning them. Mm-hmm. It started out with the Genesis, I remember. And then it went from the giant brick Game Boy to the Game Boy Color to the
PlayStation. If we bring that into the thing, I think... I played the Game Boy Advance before I... Yeah, Game Boy Advance was my first game.
The square one or the SP?
Square one. Or no, like this guy. Like the big, like, weird rectangular, but it's not really rectangular one. It's really long. Like,
it's like this long.
Yeah, and you hold it.
That's the original Game Boy.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's
you said Game Boy Advanced.
Yeah.
That's, the Game Boy Advance is the one that you had, like, it's the one after the color.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
What? The Advanced is, horizontal wise, while the
I know. That's what I was trying to say. It was.
Oh, okay. It looked like you were talking about like it being the vertical one. I was like, that's the original. So
yeah, and then I mean, yeah. When I played a lot more handheld games than I played like console games because I think it was just better. I mean, because I was really into Pokemon and all that stuff. Yeah, like, apparently, it was like a cult. Like in my daycare, it was like a weird like summer daycare thing. It wasn't really like, oh, you're like a baby or something. Like it was like, oh, we're just gonna watch you and take you to like field trips and stuff. If you've done that, I think everyone.
No.
I mean,
my mom babysat, so
I
had my aunt take care of me while I lived in the city for the first 4 years of my life, I think it was. And that was pretty cool. But then my mom started babysitting whenever she moved here, and always just been the babysitter's son.
The babysitter's son.
Yeah. So it's like kind of like the girl next door, but babysitter's son.
Except you're what? It's kind of like the girl next door, except not really. Yeah, how many
Totally
minutes
not.
are we? 19 minutes, okay.
Okay, that's a decent one.
But
still
yeah,
going.
basically at my summer care, it was like a Pokemon cult. Everyone
Didn't
played
you guys
Pokemon.
always battle everyone?
Everyone had a Game Boy.
Did you
like,
get experience from doing the friend battles, or did you?
Because I wasn't that good at it, so I didn't do it that much. Because basically, when I got there, that's how I discovered Pokemon. Basically, like I got there and like I had like all these old color games, like for my Game Boy Advance. And I sold batteries, and I didn't even go through that many batteries. Which surprisingly, because after I got there, I went through batteries day, like every day I would go through batteries.
The Advanced went with batteries?
Yeah.
My Advanced SP just went charging.
Yeah, well, that's the SP. That one I got after daycare.
Yeah.
But basically, like, when I was playing, like, when I got there, all I had was these old color games and my grandpa had got me before, like, Advance was a thing. And then I played a few Game Boy games, like, Super Mario 3 on Game Boy. I'm pretty sure that was called.
If a bunch of the people from school watch this, they're gonna think we're freaking nerds after this.
Well, we were just talking about things we played as kids.
Yeah, but still, it's whatever. And they're like, you play Pokemon, you losers!
At 5 and
Yeah.
6. Maybe not even 5 and 6, maybe like 7 or 8. But I mean, you gotta think, you can't really call a 7 or 8-year-old a nerd. I mean, because
Well,
I
back
mean,
then-
you don't look at a child and say,
Nerd. Yeah, especially
I'm
an adult, you're just like, hey, kids,
I took
grow
that
up to be a
joke
friggin'
right.
nerd.
I took that joke right from Brian Posehn, the great nerd. But anyway, he's a comedian.
Okay, yeah.
Anyway,
yeah.
You watched? Yeah. It's a.
Totally forgot his name. I was talking to him about talking about him to my brother. Totally forgot his name. I was like, this is gamer comedian. I forgot his name.
But basically, yeah, that was like the whole, like, it was a weird thing. Like, everyone played it. You know, like they had, like...
Were there only guys in your daycare?
No, there was girls playing it. There was so many people that were playing it. It was just like, you know what? And then, like, when I got there, like, I was so amazed by Pokemon. I was like, this is, like...
legendary.
It is, and then I got
that's
like, the next day, I was like, Mom, we need to go to the store. We need to go to the store. I think I got, like, Emerald or something. I don't know what game I got. And I just played the freak out of it. I like spent hours and hours and hours like making my character. I made like 2 Pokemon really good. Like, and they weren't.
Yeah.
I sat like training them for just hours, like more than I've ever spent on a game. Okay, so because I wanted to be so much like all the other people, I thought
want to be the very best.
there's copyrighted music. Please stop.
hey, I didn't finish the whole thing. I just wanted to say I want to be the very best. I just did
Just
it
a statement.
I just did a beat. I did it in a beat, not copywritten.
I think we should put a caution before this. Things are about to get really nerdy.
Yeah.
Very referencey. I think, like, yeah. Other than that, I mean, yeah, that was my childhood, playing Pokemon.
I had a very old video game childhood. I was always one generation behind my older brothers. So like I said, Genesis, Game Boy Color, and then the SP. Well, no, Color, and then I got the PlayStation 1. That broke. I got the PS1, which is an updated PlayStation 1. Then it went to the Advanced SP, to the PlayStation 2, to the DS Lite, I think it was.
Yeah?
And then it went to Xbox 360 after like 3 years of having that PlayStation.
I had the PlayStation for so...
I've had so many consoles.
Well, I think everyone just... I mean, like... Well, at least guys, at least... I mean, now it's sort of getting into that... It's sort of getting into that weird realm where, like...
Taylor's having
it's
his giant sprout of having tons of consoles.
Well, I guess he's, like, getting... Like, it's sort of
He's
like...
getting money that he could just buy...
Yeah, he could just buy older...
I don't know why. That he's spending his money on, like,
If
Pokemon. I understand, like, that he bought his money...
I don't think we should talk... Not that it's
no
bad,
one knows
but
who
just...
Taylor is, besides some people. I don't
Well,
even think the people...
We'll leave him anonymous, but I guess we've revealed now that he is Taylor. Yeah.
So
we won't go any further with what he is.
But,
We can...
I understand that you bought, like, Ocarina of Time and an N64 and stuff.
But I guess it's just like he just wants to buy some. I mean, it's just his thing.
Maybe it's just
kind of a weird
with
thing.
His friends.
Maybe I'll bleep out the name so we don't have to worry about it. He just sort of does.
Apparently his friend Harrison is coming into town in like 2 days.
You're not good at this whole.
No one knows who Harrison is.
Well, I'm just saying. This can lead back to people, and I don't want it to be lead back to people. Say they listen to this one, but they're like, what?
What are you talking about? What are you saying?
Why couldn't you hear? I was saying, you're like. Rrr. Okay, please comment below or on iTunes if this gets on iTunes and tell me, could you understand what I was saying? I'm just saying, like, we don't want to talk about people if they don't know, and then they like hear this and they're like, what?
Recently, I've been like, what? On a lot of stuff because I don't hear them, and they're like a couple, like they're like across the room from me. I'm like, what?
You mean like just people, just like you can't hear it?
Like my family. Like my family. Because so recently I've been wearing my hat. Which one?
Sure.
That hat.
Yeah.
And the jacket downstairs. And I have the hood up on. And I have the hat on. And
why?
Because I was really cold like 2 weeks ago. I just put that on. I've just been chilling with that. It's just been my thing recently since I've been on the computer. And my headphones just jam into my ear.
I need to get better headphones. I'm breaking all my headphones.
I've gone bit some of my headphones. It wasn't as bad, and for the longest time, it had the bud part, but then eventually I took them out of my pocket and it turned out to this.
Dude,
it hurts sort of, but it still works. It still works. I don't have the money to buy new ones. Like
they're pretty expensive if you want to get ones that actually work. Like I bought like some from the gas station for like $3, broke in a day.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Well, I mean, I thought, like, at least they at least worked for, like, I bought them while I was on my trip. Like, driving 10 hours to Texas.
You mean the ones that you had connected to your phone? Those?
No.
Right there?
No. Those are different. Those are the ones from, like, that I just, like, I've just got so, like, I go through headphones so fast, it's not even funny.
I hate how bad quality of headphones are now. Because, I used to be
even,
able to go
those
through
big
headphones.
ones I had? You know those big ones I bought? Those, like, $40 ones? Those broke.
The headset ones?
Yeah, I don't know how.
The headset?
Yeah, they broke.
The thing that went like all the way around.
It broke.
That was $4?
40.
40. Oh.
Yeah, it broke.
Oh my god, I hate how bad.
Okay, headphone companies, here we come with our suggestion. Stop making them crappy.
I like the quality. I just hate how they don't, especially Skull Candy.
Okay, here's something I really heard like recently.
These have been the longest ones that I've owned from Skull Candy.
Skull Candy.
But I hate.
I don't know why I sang it like that.
Dog chewed it. Yeah. And this happened.
Yeah.
And I'm so angry, but it's whatever. I can find one almost exactly the same with the same colors and everything, but $30, and it's like I have literally zero money.
What was I saying before?
Well, we were talking about suggestions, and then
No, I mean, like, not before this conversation. I just said something before.
On your trip, and then before the headphones?
No, right when we were talking about the headphones, I
You're
was
like, Skull Candy, and then you said something.
Headphones. Freak! What was I talking about? What, like, we like did our suggestion to the headphone company, and then I was saying something. Freak! I was gonna give them like a story.
I'm sorry.
I don't know what it was.
Hopefully you'll remember. That always happens.
God dang it. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Wait. No, it's not your fault. It's just my horrible memory. Because I was like,
memory.
Horrible
memory.
I said horrible.
Yeah, but it kind of sounded like pourable.
Horrible memory. You can pour my memory anytime. Ding. What was I? Found it. Okay, I learned this recently. We're listening to the worst.
Okay, you're listening to the worst.
Well, we as a generation are listening to the worst sounding music ever because, like.
What do you mean?
When they put music on the phones and like computers and stuff, if it's not like on CD or something, they compress it so it can fit on the thing.
Yeah, you can compress it and then it gets rid of all of like some parts so like it can fit.
Yeah, so they compress it, and it's really the worst sounding music ever. We're just so used to it, doesn't sound any different. But
That's why music sounds amazing.
it does sound amazing because like everyone's like, why does it sound? It just sounds so weird, but it has that weird goodness to it because it doesn't. It's not compressed. It's not.
Well, it is compressed, but not nearly as much.
Yeah, not nearly as. I mean,
like from a CD to a record that's like this big,
Yeah.
There's a huge difference.
But even then, I mean, it's not even the size. I mean, like
It's
a CD,
not the size, but like in a record you have the grooves.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's
yeah.
usually long enough.
Yeah, but I mean that's just to fit the songs. I think.
Yeah.
Well, it's just that. I mean, I don't know how exactly all the compression works, at least on the record. But I mean,
Yeah, I don't know either.
yeah, that whole like kind of.
Because
I'm a big record guy, but I don't really know the whole system of like actually.
Because it's all vibrations.
Yeah, it is
but
all
it's
vibrations, but it's weird because it makes
I
sounds.
don't understand how
it doesn't.
Do they compress it?
Do they get it? How do they get it on there? How do they?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can sound. Okay.
Okay, sorry. My dad kind of walked in and was like,
We got pickles.
we got pickles, we got mustard. And I was like, thanks, because we've been out of that stuff for quite a while.
What were we talking about? Oh, compression of music. But yeah, it's crazy to think that we're listening to the worst music ever. That's why I got into records, because they sounded so weird. I love records so much. I got actually, on my trip, I got tons of records.
I've got a lot of records downstairs,
I got
but it's probably like
records.
Rod Stewart and a bunch of crappy stuff. Like funk that my mom liked back in the day. Funk.
I got,
Baby, you got the funk.
Clayton, that's amazing. I got, what did I get? I got some Johnny Cash recordings live from San Quentin, that prison he sang at.
That prison.
Well, like, it was cool because
Yeah.
he sang for an audience and then, like, sang songs about the prison. And, like, all these people are like, don't sing songs about the prison. Like, don't say anything bad about the prison. And they're like, because they want to escape from the prison. Like, well, they're, like, listening to you and they're like, do you think they forgot? And then, also, I got some old 50s music from all these different players. And then I also got a Bill Cosby album. I don't think I probably could have just downloaded it, but it was like $5, so I was like, awesome. And then
You need to save your money, man, if you want that computer.
I'm not that kind of. I don't know. I don't think I really need it. I mean, like,
You're like Austin with his money.
Yeah,
Whenever
I-
he was getting his computer every time we came over.
but it was sort of like
every weekend. He's
yeah.
like, let's go to Walgreens. He spent like $10.
Yeah, I spend like tons of money, like just on random stuff. But I mean, I enjoy the stuff I spend on. It's not like I'm just spending always on like candy and stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the records I'm gonna listen to like a million times over. And then I also got this awesome album. You probably won't appreciate it as much as I do, but what?
Oh, I'm just listening. Yeah.
Oh,
Kinda,
like you
I've
just
been
gave this
tired-
like
I've
you
been
gave,
really tired recently.
you gave this look like
No, I've been really tired recently. I'm sorry.
I don't care. I just want you to listen to Mr.
I'm listening.
I'm kidding. I'm messing with you. I'm sorry, man. I should have stopped it there.
Just like cut. Okay.
But basically, yeah, I also got this awesome John Lennon album, like the album he made 2 months before he died.
That's cool, dude.
It's pretty cool,
Pretty awesome.
even though nobody will care except for me, but I care.
That's
And then-
pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. And then I also got the Watchmen book. You know what that is?
Yeah, we have the Watchmen movie, but like, are you talking about that?
Yeah,
Like,
it's the book.
the book, or is it like a comic?
It's a graphic novel, but it's one of the greatest graphic novels ever. Like,
Is it like really thick, or is it?
yeah,
like,
it's really thick.
Oh.
It's dude.
Is it really good?
Oh my! Like, it's better than most. Like,
I really want to
books
get
I've
into
read.
comics. Really
well, it's
bad.
not like it's not even really a comic book. Like it's got great art. Like, it's not even like the writing isn't like a comic book. It's so weird and it's so depressing and so psychological and so the words like these people say. Like, have you seen the movie?
Oh, I haven't seen the whole entire thing. Never sat down and watched the whole thing. I always see it on TV. I'm like, I need to see the whole, because we have the director's cut version.
Yeah, it's. I would say I need to loan you the book because it's you have to like. I wish I would have read the book before because like when I first saw the movie, I thought it was all like.
Weird.
Well, no, I totally loved the movie because I came in with the mind that like all these characters I'm gonna have to like really listen to everything to really understand it, and all the words they were saying were so cool. But if you like read the book first, you'll get so much more out of it because the words are like there's so much more into the book.
Yeah.
But I think if you watch the movie first, like you're gonna have like weird pretenses of the characters. Like you're gonna think like you're gonna like. It's almost better to read the book. Like I don't usually say this about stuff because I'm like, well, like the character Daniel Radcliffe is Harry Potter, like the actor. So you don't really. It doesn't matter if you like put his voice onto like the voice of the character. But I almost feel
always put the images in my head.
Yeah.
I
Like
watch the movies first.
but you should like read the.
I watched
first
Fight Club for the first time, like the full thing for the first time today, before you came over. Pretty cool.
It is a really cool movie. It doesn't have much of an ending.
The ending.
Well, it doesn't make sense.
It made sense, but I just
well,
it's just like hold hands and it's just like
well, it just ended. Like it really like I don't. They sort of wrote themselves into a corner. Like
it was like
there was nowhere else to go.
It was just like
I guess to watch. They're like it's a really good movie and has some really good like.
It's really good. It's
like,
funny. It's funny too. They have like, dude, you just shot the van. It's like there's so much nitroglycerin in this thing it can blow.
It's a really good movie.
It's fun.
It's a weird it's a really like you like those movies that have like those words that like they feel good like just you saying them or just like hearing them like no like just.
What are you trying to say?
Well, like just the way like some words like or like how like writing is like when you hear like certain writing or just like certain things heard like it just sounds so good together like the way they like just the way it sounds like just like I don't know like especially in The Watchmen or just like any good piece of writing or like it just the way it sounds like just even coming out of your mouth like you're just like hearing it or just reading it like it just sounds right like it just sounds like why didn't I think of it like that like. Or, like, just the weird way it all just fits together. I don't know. Like, the way the writing in that movie is just really good. And Fight Club is just really good.
I've been really wanting to get into comics. I've been getting into so much superhero stuff.
Well, you should get it. I mean, it's...
I've liked superhero stuff, but it's not, like, to the point where I like stuff now. I love watching movies and stuff.
I've got some older ones that I had from a while ago. I mean, I'm not a big comic book guy, but, I mean... the biggest comic book I've read lately is Watchmen, which really isn't even a comic book. It's very much like it's basically...
It's like a novel with pictures.
It's so... Yeah, it's a really good novel with just pictures. And it's so, like... The way this thing is thought out, like, it's almost... I don't even know, because it was issue by issue. They didn't make all the issues at once. So these are basically, like, maybe 10 issues put together.
Yeah.
The way it's thought out is so well made. These characters are so, like, I don't even know how he did it. Like, it was just, especially for, like, it to be, like, over time, these characters thing, I think, like, the amount of timing and, like, practice or, like, thinking he must have put into this, it's so, everything is connected. Like, there's no, like, one piece that's not connected to another piece. There's never, like, a question like, like, why? And, like, maybe, like, that doesn't really fit, that's not really work. But, like, there's never a part like that. Like, it's said to be the greatest graphic novel ever, and I can understand why.
Are you like yawning?
Yeah, like just the way I was.
I was like, "Are you okay?" Yeah,
I need loan it to you.
My brother has this thing called Tapiture. It's just basically it's got like a Tumblr mixed with Twitter mixture, and it's just pictures and stuff. And he's like got like these folders, and well, you have folders like gaming, like you can choose what it is, and like there's a website called The Chive that does like the taps of the day that people think are the coolest. But I'm just talking about this picture I saw that he put. It was the old Avengers with Thor and the Hulk next to each other. Have you seen what the old Hulk looks like?
No.
He's just like this person with like a little bit of bodies, like I won't say body fat, but it looks like body muscle, but it's all fake looking and it's green.
Oh, you mean like not in the comic books, just like
it's like live action.
Yeah, totally. Like that's like the most hilarious thing next to like
I saw it. And
Adam
I was
West
like,
being Batman.
Oh, that was god awful.
It's hilarious.
It's so bad.
It's hilarious.
Did say anything?
Oh,
He
about...
who must not be named.
Oh, yeah, no.
Being a guest.
No, I was just checking my phone.
Okay. I texted him saying, "Hey, do you want to be?"
Yeah, we might have a guest maybe later. Who knows? But
Probably
the way
not.
this is going, I think
Yeah,
I'm not sure how many
we
minutes
might
we'll
be done.
Huh?
We might be done by the time he comes over. If
Yeah,
he does.
yeah.
But yeah, I saw it. It was the top one was the old Avengers live action, and then it's the new one under it. And I was like, "Holy crap!"
Yeah, because
The old Avengers was, or not the old one, the new one. I saw it for the first time on Netflix. It's so good.
you mean like the cartoon or the live action?
No, the live action.
It was on Netflix.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's so good.
it's well. I mean, I felt like it wasn't as good. Like I almost
They
feel
used
like
a lot of
it's
Captain
still.
America. Sorry, go ahead.
It was still like. It's in that still sort of campy sort of way. I mean, it wasn't really
They're gonna
campy,
have
but
three different.
but it wasn't very. I mean, it wasn't very. I don't know. Like it never like felt like a good. I mean, like it was almost
They
too.
didn't even
It,
have the full Avengers in it.
it was too colorful. I mean, it was just.
What do you mean?
Well, it was just too like. I don't know how to explain. Like against maybe like because I saw Watchmen and Dark Knight Rises and so many other good comic book serious films that like really dive into these characters.
Yeah.
And then there's Avengers that's very simple.
Yeah, but like you're supposed to have like a very advanced advanced present because of Tony Stark and all of his father's creations and stuff. But I don't like how they had Hawkeye instead of I don't like how they had Hawkeye instead of Spider-Man. Spider-Man is way more in part of the Avengers, and he actually has a movie, and not Hawkeye. Unless he was in the Hulk. I didn't watch that before I watched it. I really
Hawkeye
wish I
was
should've.
in, I think, Iron Man 2. I'm not. This is just
I've never watched.
like they
this
did. They
actually.
just like slimly connect this whole Avengers thing. I mean,
Apparently, Mary Jane's supposed to be in the third Spider-Man. They bought the rights to her for the second one, but they're not putting her in until the third one. Hopefully, Spider-Man will be in the next Avengers.
who knows? I don't.
Really?
I don't want him to be in there because I like the new Spider-Man, and I don't want him to join that stupid campy or join the Avengers that I didn't think it was that good. I love the new Spider-Man.
Yeah, I haven't seen the new Spider-Man, but I heard
It's very cool and sort of like it stays closer to what he should have been. I didn't really like the other Spider-Mans.
Yeah, I'm saying like the new Spider-Man go a part of the.
Yeah, I know. I don't want that to happen. Like,
But imagine the stuff. that
imagine
might
what? I
happen.
don't want Andrew Garfield joining that crew. What is going to happen then? No, nothing good is going to happen. That made no sense. No, that's not going to happen.
Not gonna happen.
But they wouldn't do that. I mean, like they want to keep it more.
I think they're gonna put him in.
They won't put him in.
I think they're gonna put him
Why
in.
would Spider-Man just come in randomly? They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that.
They're gonna come up with something.
They're not going to put him in. What do you think of Justice League?
It's gonna be a long time till they come out with it.
Because they still have to like set up all these characters.
They have to make
They've just set
so
up,
many
they
movies.
they just said Wonder Woman, Flash,
Flash.
Green Lantern again because Green Lantern sucks.
I haven't seen that one. I heard it was terrible. I heard a lot of people liked it, and not like. And I was like, usually a lot of people who like superhero stuff is usually bad because my brother is a big like superhero junkie,
Yeah.
and he came back. He's like, it's bad, and I'm like, I wouldn't doubt it. It didn't look too good. It was like,
I think Ryan Reynolds is a better. Is that his name?
yeah,
I think he's a better Deadpool.
dude, that'd be funny.
What?
The Deadpool movie.
Yeah. Have you seen a video game of it?
Yeah.
Deadpool, the video. It looks. I don't want to buy it, but it's set. I've heard it's only like 6 hours, and it's funny, but it's not worth like buying a $50.
My brother was looking at the Steam sales today, and I'm trying to get him into like looking at these games. Like he was looking at trailers and stuff, and freaking Terraria, $2. I'm like, dude, go look into that. That Killing Floor was $2.
Well, does he play those kind of games?
Well, I'm trying to get him. I don't know if he plays those kind of games. I'm trying to get him into like. Whenever I get my computer, I want it to be able to play games with him.
Clayton is currently standing up and touching his chest.
No, I'm trying to stretch. You're gonna like add the video just so you can see me just go. Oh. So I'm trying to get my brother into games, like good multiplayer games.
Yeah.
That I can get into with him whenever I get my computer. But he's not, like, he watched like half of a minute of the Terraria trailer. He was like, no. Like, he just completely exited out of Steam. He watched the whole entire Dishonored one, even though that was just his doing. And he's like, what the hell's going on? And I told him, like, the whole outline of it. He's like, no. And I was like,
well, maybe he's not that kind of, I don't know, it's kind of, I mean...
He likes the games I like and stuff, but it's just like...
Does he like PC games? Does he play... Does he ever play any of those?
He's played Roller Coaster Tycoon.
That's not... I mean, like, it's such a big jump. Like, though people don't, like, really realize it, you gotta, like... It's a totally different little thing. Like,
I got Mike
it's a lot...
into Minecraft.
Well, everyone can get into Minecraft. I mean...
Zach absolutely hates Minecraft. But I got Mike into it. I was really happy. Whenever they got... I forgot. I didn't tell you this yet. You know how they had their...
I think I'm gonna start a server. Probably. Yeah. I'm not sure.
So you know how they had the giant original Xbox 360?
Yeah.
So they had problems, and it was really, really loud. So they took it into GameStop. Oh, let's put an annotation right there. No, I'm just kidding.
GameStop. GameStop.com.
Oh, here's their Twitter. Here's their Facebook. Here's their...
There's their number for any city near you. Go check out GameStop today.
So, they went to GameStop, and they got the new... Not the newest one. They got the Slim, the touchscreen one.
Yeah.
And, yeah, they got that. And, it came with Darksiders 2, Black Ops 2, and Arkham City.
Yeah.
It gave a code for that one. So,
Arkham City code?
Yeah.
I did that, but I got Fable 3.
Yeah. Halo Reach.
Halo Reach, and I think that was it, yeah. And then I got a gold membership for like 3 months. I didn't really Fable 3, but...
Yeah, Fable 3, it's the worst one by far. I want to play the
I think all of
one.
them are not great.
The second one's really good.
I guess.
I powered through the second one, though. I feel like I did it way too fast. I think
I think that game is just too easy, and it's just not that great.
Yeah. I want to... Whenever I get the computer, I want to get the first one. I heard it's really good.
I've heard it's really good. My cousin played the heck out. He says he's just played it a million times because it's such a good game. I don't know. Like, he doesn't... Like, I never really got the whole Fable sort of thing. I heard it's a lot like... It's got that sort of Monty Python humor, and it's got... Which I love, Monty Python.
It's action, adventure, with a little bit of...
I don't think I should have been introduced to Fable 3, though, as the first one I played. I mean...
Yeah, you should have played the second one.
Yeah, but
so you could judge the third one.
But I mean, I only got it, and I knew I was gonna hate it. But I mean, I didn't hate the game. But it wasn't that fun. Like,
yeah,
like half the game, it's just like, do you want to be a good guy or a bad guy? Like, the only way to be a good guy is by basically playing it really. The game becomes extremely hard. Well, it becomes extremely time consuming because you gotta buy all this land, because you gotta pay for all this stuff, because if you're a bad guy, you don't pay for anything.
Yeah.
You basically get money, and you don't pay for anything.
Yeah, you're just like, nope. And then the good guy, you're like, yeah, I'll help you, but you need like a million things.
You have to buy so much. And I got to the point where I would just
apparently
that was it. I would just basically make money. There was no playing the game. It was just me making money.
My brother, whenever he played,
it wasn't that.
He had his Xbox on whenever he went to work.
Yeah.
And whenever he got back, he fixed it all, let it run, because afterwards, after he'd fix all his stuff, he'd go eat dinner with us, and then he'd go back, fix it all, and he'd just play some more. And then, apparently, the guide that my brothers borrowed from their, like, work buddies, apparently you need, like, 7.7 million gold. I think I've got 2 million. I quit playing the game.
Like, it comes to a point where basically you just, like, you have to keep investing in money and stuff and just keep getting more money so you can spend more money on stupid land and stuff. Like, it's a lot more of a time-waiting game if you can just sit there and do nothing.
If you can leave your Xbox on for full 24 hours, even though all your property would probably be destroyed and you wouldn't be getting as much money every hour, or every 5 minutes, I think it is.
Yeah. And you still have to be walking around.
But what really is really good about the second one,
What?
you can make money when your Xbox is off. So if I go on to my Xbox right now and put in Fable 2, I probably would have 30 million gold.
Well, I think that's more of a stupid process, 'cause, I mean, they want you to play the game.
Yeah, but...
I think we're going to probably cut it down a little bit here, because we're getting to the point where it's going to be like an hour. I want to keep it at least under an hour and 30 minutes. And is there anything you want to talk about that you haven't talked about already, and that you really want to talk about?
I don't think I have anything.
What did we go over? I want to kind of have a section where we talk about movies and stuff we've watched, there's this thing I wanted to do that I got from this other podcast. I wanted it to be. I almost don't want to take it because it's a great idea, but I don't want to take it because it's from this other podcast. It's from Two Chimps on Davenport, which I will totally leave a link from. They have this thing called Media Overload, which I love the idea of it. You just talk about anything that you like.
But they're over 21, so they can just get hammered on the podcast and stuff. And they
do that anything they do.
I watch it here and there, and they just get so hammered every time.
And it's hilarious.
I laugh my ass off.
Do you watch their stuff?
Here and there. I keep on forgetting about it.
No, do you watch
I don't watch their stuff. I just listen.
Oh, do you ever watch their YouTube stuff or?
No, I looked them up one time.
Yeah,
they didn't have too much stuff whenever I looked them up. They only had 100 videos. Maybe.
They have another one.
Oh.
It's that's their they've got two accounts because they
had Wiki Game Guides and something else.
They next gen walkthroughs they had for at least 4 or 5 years, and then they basically didn't have enough money to keep going, so they basically made it into Wiki Game Guides for I think Wikipedia or something, and basically just got money that way. So they had to make a new YouTube for it, but then they keep doing stuff on next gen walkthroughs, and they only. Weirdly,
that might have been what
they only have 100,000 people watching, which they've been doing it since the beginning. Yeah. They've probably been online long. They were probably the first people to have audio commentary, for sure. I mean, to do that, I mean, they were doing guides, tons. I mean, I think it's just because they didn't really try to become big. I guess. Those guys those are one of my favorite YouTubers.
Yeah, they're really cool, but I never really listen to them. I feel really
Listen D and Beer Baron. Or, what are the names, actual names? Dan and John.
Dan and John?
Yeah, I usually can't remember that stuff, but yeah, that's who they are. But, yeah, those guys are cool. But I kind of want to... If Dan and John, if you're listening to this is really cool. But I'd like to use Media Overload, so I'm going to do that. I'm sourcing you guys, and I'll link you guys, but I want to use it. So what have you been watching and consuming...
Movie-wise?
Just anything. Media at all. YouTube. What have you been watching?
Everything on YouTube. Everything.
Books. Music. Anything.
Books, nothing. Movies, nothing. I've been watching a lot of American Dad. Sunny in Philadelphia, just not too much.
Cool.
YouTube, I've just been watching a lot of gaming stuff. God, I'm such a nerd. I just never show it outside of my house. I'm just what are you talking about, Pokemon? What is that?
and then you get to your house and you're just oh, Pokemon! I mean, Venusaur. That's such a...
God, Eoraptor's hilarious.
Yeah, okay, we probably shouldn't reference stuff that we can't link now to that video. If I linked everything that we mentioned, I think it would go insane. I guess... Well, now I've been listening to...
If you guys haven't ever seen Egoraptor, I'd highly suggest watching stuff. They're hilarious.
Yeah, animation and stuff. I've been listening to some Tenacious D. Oh my god,
you sang along to the movie for the first time. You've never seen the movie. You just sang along to most of the songs.
Because I've been watching the little scenes and it's just
I thought you just heard it from Pandora. For the past couple times, every time I've been playing Legend of Zelda Ocarina, I was listening to Pandora. Haven't got a single commercial.
Well, because I skip a lot because I want to hear the people I choose. I don't want to hear their bullshit.
but I listen to a Day to Remember radio, and they usually have like a good list of people I like.
Well, I mean, like the problem is, when I get on Pandora, like I used to be where I would just listen to anybody.
Yeah.
But, like that usually happens like when I'm just doing something. But if I just want to listen to music,
Mm-hmm.
I want to listen to the people I'm looking for. So they'll like show
but
one
they show
song,
people that like are relevant to them, though.
But that doesn't make. I want to listen. Like it's so hard because Tenacious D
Why
only
don't you
has
just
3
go to
albums.
YouTube and just look them up, and then people might have a playlist of their stuff.
Yeah, but I must have them on the go when I'm like, I want to listen to freaking Tenacious D. It's just, I don't know, it's just annoying me. Pandora, just give me Tenacious D. That's all you have to do. Just don't. I don't want what you recommend, what you think is compared to what I want to. Wait. Is that from him? Okay, never mind.
I thought it said your mom.
Yeah.
But I hadn't received a single commercial.
Yeah, I got on commercials like every 5 seconds because I skip every other song because I get one song I want.
I skipped
and then, like,
one song, and it was just because I just didn't feel like listening to it. And that was it.
And Tenacious D is in that realm where it's like, it's comedy music.
Their music's so funny.
Yeah, it's comedy music. So they're under like the Lonely Island comedian sort of thing, but they still have like sometimes look at Gangnam Style. Sometimes just randomly.
Wow.
Whoop.
I absolutely hate modern music, especially like radio.
Modern country sucks. It's the worst thing in the world. They're trying too hard to be country. It's the only country music I can listen to.
I hate.
Is Johnny Cash.
I don't mind country music because I grew up listening to it. Because
I grew up with it too. It's just so bad. Have you heard the song "Cruise"?
Probably. I don't know how I
God
get it.
awful. I hate like the way it's like, oh, I saw your legs. They're so beautiful. More acoustic guitar. I love acoustic guitar, but the way they do it, it's devil's work.
I just absolutely hate Lady Antebellum. I hate Lady Antebellum.
Who is she?
Just a kiss on your lips in the moonlight, and I hate her. I'd punch her in the face if I could.
What's wrong?
I'm sorry.
Are you gonna be like Snooki's puncher?
Yeah, just. Yeah, I absolutely hate her.
And then other stuff I've been watching. I watched this movie about. How was it? Oh, it was about. Wait, how much were we at? I don't want to like keep talking if we don't have much time.
Yeah.
I think we'll end it after my media overload, or if you want to say anything else. But basically, I watched this movie. It was called George Lucas vs. the People. It was basically a documentary about how George Lucas doesn't really talk to his fans. Like,
isn't that on the Xbox dashboard? It's like some lightsaber, and it.
No. This is on Netflix.
Just keep on going. Okay.
But it was basically like it was like a documentary talking about like, does George Lucas have the right to change movies and not allow people to see like the old original movies? Mm-hmm. And basically like how the fans feel about it, and like are they taking it too far, and like basically
usually people just take it way too far.
Well, I mean, it's like I see where they're coming from. Like a lot of directors like allow people to see the original. Basically what George Lucas is saying is like, if my movie is going to be seen by others in other generations, I want them to see this version, no other version.
Because it's the official version.
No, it's not the original version. It's the one he perfected and like done all this stuff to. And I mean,
what do you mean?
Like he basically
takes a movie, or he takes his own movie.
The movie he made.
Yeah.
He took the original, basically changed
like
tons.
Indiana Jones.
Star Wars.
Has he done that with Star Wars?
What?
Has he done that with Star Wars?
Yeah. He changed so much. There's so much CG stuff put in there. I mean...
On, like, DVD versions and stuff?
Any version.
Oh,
He's changed so much. Like, you can't, like... Unless you, like, torrent or, like, try to find, like, a legal copy of it, you can't get the original, basically. So, like, that's what they're trying to say. Is basically...
I've got, like, the old VHS at my grandma and grandpa's.
Dude, that's the original. There's no changes to it.
It's got like half of someone's face.
Oh.
It's like,
dude,
I think
you should sell that.
I think it's Return of the Jedi. It's half of Yoda's face. I might have the original copies of my grandma and grandpa.
Whoa!
Of like the good stuff. The galactic
Well, basically,
Civil
that's what they were
War.
saying, and I mean, And like they're also talking about like how they hate Jar Jar Binks, which I do hate Jar Jar Binks.
I don't understand why people hate him.
He's such a bad character. Me's so stupid. Me's so. I got a speech pad for this. Okay. Yes,
Okay,
if you're a
okay.
kid, he says it's made for kids. Well, why? Okay, I'm not even going to talk about this because
Yeah.
I could ramble on forever about George Lucas. Anyone can ramble on. If you're a Star Wars fan, you can ramble on about him. And I'll just get into this. I'll get into a nerdier spectrum that I don't want to go into. Next thing, I also watched Indie Game the movie again. 'Cause I love that movie. It's a documentary about indie games and stuff. And it was all cool. It was really cool. Like it just the way they did and everything, and all. That's how I wanted. That's why I wanted to play Fez because it was one of the indie games showcase, basically with their Phil Fish, the creator of it, is really cool. Then what else did I do? I've been watching a lot of. What else am I watching? A lot of Game Grumps. A lot of that stuff.
I've been watching all of Civilization 5.
The Game Grumps one.
Yeah, I want that game.
If you don't know what Game Grumps is, it's basically a collaboration between Aaron Hansen, Eco Raptor, an animator, and used to be JonTron, basically a video game reviewer, but sort of like just making fun of video games sometimes.
Sometimes
came together
I
and
just
made.
don't like how they play old games. I don't
I
know
love
why.
old games.
I don't know why. There's just something about it, I just don't like it. I don't know why. I want to see how good they do with a modern game.
Well, I think that's the goodness of them. They're not always doing the stuff that everyone else does.
Yeah, I know, but
I mean, they did Dead Space 3.
They did?
Yeah,
Oh,
the demo, and like they had like they had to sponsor it and like tell things about the game, and what they would do is basically their way of getting around it, but basically saying the same things, like do this weird thing where they'd be like, "Oh, here comes a bird and flying in." He's like, and they have like this little picture of like this bird like coming onto the screen. He's like, "What does the bird have in his mouth? It's a postcard. It's a postcard. Straight up." Oh, it says. In Dead Space 3, you can kill and enthrall the world. Oh, yeah. I love those.
I don't know
things.
why. I'm trying to get myself into it, but...
Have you seen the Game Grumps about the game? I feel like this is just becoming us talking about like things that nobody will... Like, if you don't know about YouTube, this is a very... For a select audience of people that watch stuff. This isn't even about my stuff.
This isn't...
Anything about my stuff. Let's talk about my stuff. I came back from vacation a couple days ago.
Sucked.
Yeah, it was okay.
Legoland and everything.
It was okay. Yeah, I went to Legoland. It was cool.
Because your brother... You could have been there like 2 hours earlier, dude.
Hey, you don't know that. I wanted to go to Legoland.
Are you sure?
No, I hated
texted
it.
me saying
I know I was a joke. But you guys don't know that, do you? No. Well, I guess I'm gonna end it that. I'm lying to you. That's how we do it. Thanks for coming, and... Okay, basically...
Did it cut out the coming out?
I'm not sure. Basically what happened is I made a weird sex joke, and then basically the camera just decided it wanted to turn off, and then I made me laugh so hard.
Oh,
Well, thank you for coming. Non-negotiable.
God.
Okay,
I've been so tired.
okay, well, don't end it on that. Say, I'm really excited. And, I guess I'm Nick.
Oh, wait, is this going?
Yeah, it's,
I'm Clayton. See you guys.
and this has been Narcast Ep.2. Talking about old stuff, new stuff.
See you.
And also, make sure to, subscribe and stuff. And if you're not,
I gotta do that last
if you're not on YouTube and if you're on iTunes, please make sure to review this and get me up, or get us up on the thing.
More you, but
Yeah. Well, I mean, us together. I mean, it's our podcast, and other friends of ours.
Man?
Well, I think it's a podcast
Yeah,
we share.
but-
'Cause, I mean, you're on most. I mean, it's a half and half job, you know. And,
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Y'all mean? Ain't nobody got time for that.
left, right, kick. Ugh.
What is that from?
Scary movie 2.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
The beginning's the only
Okay.
the beginning is the only good one.
Okay.
Oh, come on. 3, 2, 1. See you.
See ya.
Subscribe now. Oh, what am I doing with my life?